You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity.
We are trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
No, yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's potato vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 200.
200.
Yep, that's right. Thank you. I've got my analog music, like DJ soundbox. I just hit. All right, I'm gonna hit the monkey button right now, like the crazy monkey-like thing. All right, monkey button, go. Oh man, that's good. I really invested heavily in this. It's just a man sitting in front of my keyboard, and I touch he has a shirt on, and I touch his chest, and a noise comes out. Can I get a police siren?
Woo!
That was a really sad police siren. It was a short trip that they had to make.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's okay. And my co-host, as always,
Adam Ham.
is the illustrious Adam Ham. Remember, I said I was going to give you an adjective every time.
Yeah.
And I said you were lovely, and then you became a grammar Nazi after I called you lovely, saying that that's not an adjective, it's an adverb.
Yeah.
But in fact, it is both.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So-
you're lucky on that one.
Thank you, Bane. We got a lot of special guests tonight for this episode.
Yep.
Maybe we should do some more accents. You know, we're
Yeah,
both real good at that.
That always goes over well.
So we had tanted. So this is episode 200. It's not
Yeah.
actually episode 200. Let me actually. Oh God. Time for the trademark John typing on his keyboard noises that pick up real well on this mic.
They do.
As I look to see how many episodes we actually have. And of course, the thing I'm looking up doesn't do it. So let me go to iTunes. Born in the 80s iTunes. Because that will tell me the actual number of episodes available to download. Because we are not like... Technically, this is episode 206.
Wow.
Yeah. 206, Adam.
Yep.
We started... The first episode was released to iTunes and the world on the 5th of March, 2011. So we'll be hitting 5 years.
Wow.
As David Bowie famously said, 5 years.
Okay.
That's the name of a song. I like that song a lot, actually. One of my favorites. But he famously said that. So I don't know. At I think at our 5-year anniversary, we'll have to do something special. Because I don't think number of episodes matters as much to me. I think it's the amount of time you put in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know what that
feel
special thing is, but this gives us time to actually plan it. Mm-hmm. Because I remember a listener had been like, hey, what you gonna do? And I was like, huh, I never thought about that. So, yeah, we're gonna find out. Yeah, so we'll think of something. We got some ideas to kick around, some stuff we can do. I thought possibly I found in a previous episode, you may have remembered when John found his old diary that he began reading. I actually have a diary from when I was 13 that I could read.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I might read that. Is that okay?
That's fine by me.
That's cool?
Eh?
All right, so that's in. Adam, you got to do something equally as bad then.
I don't know if there is something.
Oh, come on, Adam. There got to be something you did. You have to have killed a guy at some point, and you never told me. What's the statute of limitations on murder? None. But if there isn't. So maybe let's say you wounded a guy. That's like gotta be like 20 years. So like, did you do something when you were like 10? Were you like severely wounded a kid?
Probably.
Because listeners may remember the story of me nearly chopping off my neighbor girl's finger with a hatchet when I was a wee lad. Because apparently I had access to axes. She gave me the axe, so she armed me.
And you almost disarmed her.
Disfingered. She would have been disfingered. Okay, Adam. So that's it. I don't know. I just wanted to get that out of the way. 2 hundo.
Yeah,
That's 2 Benjamins, Adam.
it is. It's our bison episode.
Have you ever had a $100 bill
Yeah.
in your hand?
Uh-huh.
How often?
Not that often.
Exactly. It's kind of interesting because a place that I worked at, they gave us a holiday special gift that was just a hundo. There was a bonus
That's
as
nice.
well, but they just gave us everybody got a Christmas card with a $100 bill in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I got $100, and then they had to have imagined the executive assistant that walked around dropping off Christmas cards, who at some point probably had a giant fat stack of hundreds. That would have been an interesting job.
Stacking Benjamins, yeah.
Stack of Benjamins. I think that if you were like the person who was like that, I know that if I would have taken a photo with me with all that money.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have just holding the fat stacks. Get your rap video picture on. Yo, check it out! I got a pile of money in a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Because that's cool, apparently. And you know what? It is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? It seems really dumb, but it's actually cool.
Well, piles of money are cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. Was Scrooge McDuck wasn't cool?
Yeah.
He had piles and piles of cash.
And he went on crazy adventures and was Indiana Jones basically.
Well, yeah, but he was always I need my money.
Yeah.
And then he had Angus McDuck, his Scottish nemesis,
Right.
who was always also doing that. Man, I watched a lot of DuckTales when I was a kid.
It's good. It's a good show.
It is a good show, Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of one of those shows I'd like to revisit, but there's absolutely no way to revisit it.
Right.
Amazon.com. I wanted to check my cart because I believe I still have a box set of
DuckTales?
the first season of DuckTales that I have never purchased, but I threw in my save for later column.
That's funny.
It is, actually. No, I do not. I actually removed it. But I still have headphones, a shock mount for a microphone, the Ponyo Blu-ray,
Oh, okay.
Super Mario 3D World, the Japanese Kit Kats that I ordered,
Oh, nice.
which is a pretty good deal, and Assassin's Creed Unity for PS4.
Oh. Oh.
It's only $16 right now.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to spend money just to see the mess that it is.
Yeah.
I heard they patched it and got rid of a lot of the bugs, but
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I
it
just
was good.
Adam, the Les Mis fan in me just wants to run around in Revolution era France,
Yeah. I don't know. Syndicate looks better to me.
Yes. Yeah, and I guess Jack the Ripper era England is exciting, but it just doesn't hold the fun. I don't know. You know what I mean? That
I get it.
that seems cool. Speaking of game previews, you heard the hot news, right? About the new Assassin's Creed?
No.
About the setting and everything?
Uh-uh.
So this leaked out, but it wasn't the setting, or it wasn't anything definite. I don't remember. It was a survey. I don't know, but it leaked, and it's I guess from a source that's been totally correct in all of these other Assassin's Creed leaks that came out.
Yeah.
Because because I think the England thing got leaked early, and the trailer for the Unity got leaked early.
Oh, yeah.
Same guy. No Assassin's Creed this fall.
Wow.
They're taking a year break, Adam. This is the scuttlebutt. So we're gonna have an Assassin's Creed next year, 2017, that will take place in Egypt.
Ooh.
In like Pharaoh times Egypt.
They could do some really cool stuff with like tomb type stuff like they did in the earlier
Hell
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
When they said that setting, I was like, okay, that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really seen like, you know, I mean, there's Children of the Nile, and all of these other like Pharaoh, the city building Egypt games, but I've never like played a game like in Egypt. I mean, I guess Serious Sam. You ever play Serious Sam?
No.
You run around in some Egypt-y looking areas and that. You're going through some temples and whatnot, but
The first level of what's that game with the planes?
oh yeah, the plane game.
Warhawk.
They're not planes, they're warhawks.
Well, I didn't know the word for that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the first level, that's like kind of
That's true.
temple.
Yeah, there's a pyramid in the middle.
Pyramid
where
that you
have to
explode.
fly into it
Through it, yeah.
to land in it or whatever.
I have to land.
Oh, I did. Maybe that's why I died. Anyway, so that sounds pretty cool, though. I don't know. Like I've never been like in a game that's been like in Egypt, like from a. I guess Prince of Persia is a little bit like that, but that's different though. That's Persia. That's not like Pyramid Egypt times. Which sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, neat. So you can smash some bugs on your face. Remember?
Yeah,
That's how they got makeup. That's how they did makeup.
Right. Yeah.
They crushed up beetles and made the makeup with that.
Yeah, they made.
It's a weird history take I just took. Like beetle
I mean,
makeup.
like modern cosmetics are made out of weird stuff too.
They actually have beetles in them still.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
There's bug parts. But whatever. You know what? It's
All kinds
makeup.
of parts.
Yeah. Body parts.
Mm-hmm.
They outsource those from China. It's like, you remember that thing they were talking about, like the living bodies thing?
Off the top of my head.
Like the living bodies exhibit or whatever?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just called Bodies
They
exhibit.
turn you into, like, educational tool?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Fuck, what's it called? Bodies, the exhibition.
Yeah, like people's bodies have been rubberized. Or,
Yeah. Like they took the skin away and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the living bodies doesn't even like exist anymore.
Huh.
If you go to livingbodies like .com or whatever, it just takes you to premierexhibitions.com and they don't show it, but that living bodies, so they plasticized all of these body parts and everything so you could like see. And it was pretty cool. I remember when I went to Vegas, the Luxor has the exhibition there like just now all the time, or at least a version of it, and like the people are like, all of these bodies are Asian.
Yeah.
And they all look Chinese. I just want to look up like what the like. I remember people were just like, bodies exhibition. Like, are those like prisoners that they murdered? Like, what is going on? I mean, it's China too. So like, I don't want to like say China's is like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to throw China under the bus, but like China's done some shit,
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem like something impossible for China to have, been done. Well, the Daily Mail has something on that, so that doesn't really count as journalism.
Yeah.
NPR, though, there's a go. Origins of the bodies have been questioned. Let's see here. Oh my God, Von Hagen's Dr. Gunther von Hagen.
Wow, that's quite the name.
Inventor of the plastination. So you have a German doctor who says, "What I certainly never use for public wait, what's a German accent? What do you have to say? Like, where like like when you like do an Australian accent, you gotta like go shrimp on a barbie to get into it. You know, like what's the German equivalent?
I think
This exists.
To say like ja.
Yeah.
And
Oh
this
yeah. We're
and,
German, but we like the techno. Oh.
Technos are.
What they certainly never use for public exhibitions are unclaimed bodies, prisoners, bodies from mental institutions, and executed prisoners. Let me mention all of the things that we could get bodies from, even though you didn't ask that.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. So he's like, I just get the bodies from Chinese medical schools. Who don't tell me where I get them? Let's see here. Von Hagens used to take cadavers from the Soviet Union, but he stopped after body trafficking scandals in Russia. Oh, God.
Of course, Russia would be the place to have like
the
body
fuck?
trafficking scandals.
5 years ago, customs officials intercepted 56 bodies and hundreds of brain samples sent from Novosibirsk Medical Academy to Von Hagen's lab in Heidelberg, Germany. The cadavers were traced to a Russian medical examiner who was convicted last year of illegally selling the bodies of homeless people, prisoners, and indigent hospital patients. What?
Selling bodies.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Von Hagens was not charged with any wrongdoing. He says his cadavers are obtained only through proper legal and ethical channels. Still, NPR has learned there's no paper trail for willing donors for the exhibited bodies. Oh, just take my word for it.
Wow,
It's cool.
Yeah.
Look at these bodies. You can see inside them. Like, okay. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway. Oh, wait. What?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is different. Body Worlds is not to be confused with its competitor, Bodies... the exhibition. That's what I looked up. This is incredible, Adam. Roy Glover, spokesman for Bodies, the exhibition, says its cadavers, all from China, did not come from willing donors.
Oh.
They're unclaimed. We don't hide from it. We address it up front. So for that reason, many venues will not display Bodies, the exhibition. You can see it in Las Vegas, of course.
It's not that bad. I mean, they just said they're unclaimed, right? So,
Well,
like,
the Lagoy Research Foundation, which documents human rights abuses in China, have charged that the category of "quote unquote" unclaimed bodies in China also includes executed political prisoners.
oh,
So there you go. Here's some bodies of people who said something about Chairman Mao.
well, I mean, come on, they're already dead.
That's true, though.
What's it
In a
matter?
way, honestly, I don't think I would care that much.
I totally wouldn't.
It's still just kind of weird, you know?
Didn't we have the episode where I said I wouldn't mind that? Like, I'd totally donate my body to something like that. Now I have to become a convict to do it. In
That's
China.
right, Adam. You got to be a political prisoner.
In China.
Let's get you on that. Let's go to
Yeah,
China.
That's my dream.
Bike World Tour. First stop, China. Second stop, Russia. Third stop, Liberia. Let's just hit them all. Rio de Janeiro. Honduras. Let's go to all the hot spots. Hey, we got
More
people
like
down.
Stop 1, China. Stop 2, Russia as a body. Step 3.
Stop 3, the bodies exhibit.
Yes.
Look at this monstrous human. He should have been
Exactly.
dead already. It was a miracle he was alive before we murdered him. Oh, God.
Honestly, he was dead man walking.
He was going to die anyway.
Yes.
He had 3 months left at most. He ate too many green tea Kit Kats and drank too much surge soda. That's right. Capitalist excess, they would say.
Sweet, sweet capitalist excess.
That's right. Adam, we didn't record on Monday because dinner took too long.
Yeah.
You
got started.
texted me a photo of your dinner,
Yeah.
which looked
Actually,
incredible.
It was incredible.
What was it? It looked like some sort of meat in a sauce.
It's like a lemon cream chicken sauce. Yeah, it was really good.
What kind of meat was in there? Was that whole Was those chicken thighs? They look like?
Yes, they're chicken. Good spot. They are chicken thighs.
I love chicken thighs.
Actually, I don't know if I sent you the good picture. Or Isaiah took one beforehand, and mine was actually, I think, missing
The finished
one of
product?
the thighs. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
That looked excellent.
It was. It was so good.
Man, home cooking, I tell you. I'm trying to think of the last home cook thing I did. I mean, I made dinner tonight, but that was a bullshit dinner.
Yeah.
I made it was a Velveeta dinner in a box shepherd's pie mix. So
Yeah.
it was just ground beef and vegetables with Velveeta cheese on it and mashed potatoes over it. It was very
better.
tasty, but it wasn't like I worked at it. Like it was
Right,
not a
right.
difficult. Oh yeah, that. Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
that's the
Oh,
original one.
that's the stuff right there.
Yeah, there's a little bit
That's
of
looking
stench
good.
in
Oh,
there.
cast iron and everything.
Uh-huh.
Threw that in the oven to bake it.
Yep, exactly.
Oh
yeah.
my god. Sorry, I'm just you can't get me on food here. I got.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
you sent me a different one. I don't know. I think the one you sent me looks better. Oh no, it's a little blurrier.
It's blurrier. It shows a bit more, but there's a thigh missing, and also it shows my nasty stovetop.
Your nasty stovetop. It's not that nasty.
It's not that nasty.
There's like a couple splatches on it, probably
Yeah.
from the cooking.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Come on, Adam, don't sell yourself short. But anyway, yeah, cool. I'm just trying to think of the last thing I actually cooked. I made curry for you when you were down here.
Yeah, that was really good.
That kind of counts.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
say
that
so.
curry is super easy. I mean, you just chop vegetables, chicken, throw it in a pot, boil it, throw the curry powder stuff in, and it turns into goop. Delicious Japanese curry goop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm sure I cooked something else. I mean, I cooked an entire Christmas dinner for like my family, extended family. So I guess I cooked a turkey and everything. So I guess I'm pretty accomplished. I don't need to prove my worth. So what have you been up to this week, Adam?
I saw Fury Road finally.
Oh, you did.
I did.
How good was it?
It was very good.
I know. That
I liked
movie's
it a lot.
so good. I want to see it again. I am seeing it again in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yes, Adam, because I have gotten tickets to attend the Marcus, which is the theater in town. Marcus Theaters Best Picture Festival.
Oh,
Yes,
Okay.
so they're doing a 2016 Best Picture Festival.
sweet.
I'm not doing both days. That's too many days. It's too many movies. Day one is Brooklyn, Bridge of Spies, The Martian, and The Big Short. I want to see The Big Short, but I've already seen The Martian. Lauren probably doesn't want to see Bridge of Spies. I've never heard anything about Brooklyn, so yeah. But day two is the movie Room, which I heard is pretty good. That movie Spotlight, which I heard was really good. Mad Max Fury Road, and The Revenant. So that's like 4 movies I haven't seen in theaters, and one of them I've seen, but all the other ones I've never seen before. So
Yeah.
yeah, $28 for
It's kinda
for
rough.
all 4 tickets. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They
pretty
didn't
good
give you
deal.
much of a discount.
Yeah, you do.
Well, where are you Marcus?
Yeah.
How should they charge you? Like 9 usually a piece?
Oh no, no movie theaters 9. It's all 10 now.
10? No,
Yeah.
not here.
Well, I'm sorry I don't live in fucking small podunk boom town, fucking wherever the fuck you live, Bloomington. But you make fun of my goddamn movie theater.
Boomtown?
Yeah, you're a
Actually,
boom town. You're gonna bust, Adam. Is what I'm saying.
another thing we did actually is I saw Star Wars again, and
Yeah.
at the Ovation, and had like funnel cake and like a meal.
You really are all about the funnel cakes.
They're so good.
You've talked about those funnel cakes multiple. Didn't you get it the first time you went there?
Yes. That was really good.
Yeah, I'm sure. Funnel cakes are real good.
Actually,
Okay.
I got like we got a full meal there. Like it was, because they do that. I got like a pepper jack jalapeno, like a burger. It was really good.
Adam, you want to know what the ticket prices are at the Marcus Marcus Point Cinema?
Sure.
General matinee $8.50.
Ooh, damn.
Evening, $10.25.
Oh.
Super screen, which is their second biggest screen, $12.75 at the evening. Ultra screen, $13.75.
Shit.
Ultra screen 3D, $14.75. They just raised the prices for every single one.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. So although I believe 2 of the movies will be matinee times, but I mean, like, that's what, $18 for the 2 movies, and actually 3. It was 4:30 would be a matinee, wouldn't it?
4:30 should be a matinee, I think.
Yeah. So that's what, 9, 9, and 9 is how much? I can't even do math. That's 27. That's already almost the 28 it costs. And then the Revenant at 10 would, or at 7 p.m. would be an additional $10.25. So that is almost $40. So you pay 28.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal. I want to see all the movies that are on that day. So looking forward to it. That'll be a fun day of movies. 11
sounds like fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing that in theaters because I've heard seeing that movie on the big screen is pretty incredible. Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't done a whole lot.
Nothing.
Not particularly.
Didn't play any games. What games you been playing? Still Yokai Watch?
Fallout mostly.
Fallout. You never caught the popsicle dog? Popsicle.
Oh, Popsicle? No, I actually haven't played it since then. But
whoa, Popsicle turned you off the game.
No, he didn't turn me off the game. I just haven't had as much opportunity to play it.
I see.
But
too busy not doing anything.
Yes, exactly. No, I'm trying to think of what I started a little bit watching of season 10 of Always Sunny.
Okay, yep, that's the new one. Mm-hmm. Is that the new one?
It's the one. It's the new one on Netflix. It's not the current season.
I thought season 9 is the new one on Netflix.
It was until very recently. 10 just came out like a couple weeks ago, I think.
You're right. Season 11 is the one airing.
Yes.
And that is on tonight. So I'm going to have to watch that as soon as we get done podcasting. Season 11.
Good.
I have cable, so I get to watch them when they come out.
I have the worst cable, so...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Season 10's pretty freaking good, though, huh?
I've only seen a few episodes so far, but yes, it is.
Oh my god.
I love the Wade Boggs one where they beat the... Oh my god.
I like
such an incredible episode.
I really like that season 10 seems to be the season of Dennis, like, showing more signs that he's a serial killer. Because there's an episode where they're like Mac's a serial killer, and was it maybe one of the first episodes where Dennis is like knows way too much about how he would do it, and there's all these hints about how he's kind of a crazy person.
Yeah.
And then he's like, there's another episode 2 of season 11, this newest season. There's some more allusions to him and his wanting to collect skins. It's pretty good. Oh, I love it. That's just so good. And I love that they haven't, I don't know, like it seems to just go further every year. It seems impossible. But they do it.
Yeah. It's a really good show.
Yep. So that is Always Sunny season 10. Any other favorites? The Wade Boggs episode is the episode where they want to break Wade Boggs' drinking record of, was it 50 beers?
It was disputed. Like, some said 50, some said 60, some said 70.
A cross-country flight.
Yes.
And then the next day he got
went 3 and 5?
Yeah, went 3 for 5 in hits.
Yeah.
Completely trashed.
At least that's how the legend goes. I love how they're talking about, like, Charlie keeps thinking that he's dead. And Matt keeps correcting him. He's like, no. He's like 52. Yeah. He's still alive.
Wade Boggs is not dead.
Is not dead. The last time.
Yep.
That's a great episode. I love It starts out with like Dee is already like super drunk.
completely trashed before she even gets on the plane.
I know, but like the best part ever is when she starts hallucinating for Boss Hog. She's
Yeah,
calling him Boss
that's
Hog
correct. She
instead
keeps
of
calling him Boss Hog.
yes. And then when she hallucinated Boss Hog, I lost my shit. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was the Boss Hog from the Dukes of Hazzards, who
Yes.
I think she thought they were talking about the whole
Yeah.
time,
Yep.
which is pretty
That was
good.
really good.
But she didn't care because she just wanted to drink, you know.
Exactly.
I think that
Drink
show's
she
funny
did.
too, because they have. I think they clearly have a sponsorship with Coors Light, because you'll see them in their bar, and they'll have Coors Light bottles and stuff, or like
Yeah.
signs on the wall. But like when they did that episode where they were like crushing like hundreds of beers and getting sloppy drunk, it was just generic beer they were drinking.
Yeah,
I
it was
think the
like
cans
light
just said light beer, which I thought was funny because it was like clearly yes. Adam, there's another show
Yeah.
I've watched.
beer. Yeah.
Yes, on Hulu Plus. Comedy Central's show, the show Review Season 2 is available.
Oh yeah.
And if you liked Season 1, I think you watched that, right? I
I
talked
did.
about that
I did.
Season 1. Season 2 is the same thing with Always Sunny. It's like it's gone farther somehow. Adam, I just want to like give you. I don't want to spoil anything in the season, right? But I had seen a clip of something that happens in the show, and it allowed me to put two of two together in my head. Didn't end the way I thought it would, but it made me want to see the season even more. So in this season, he's given veto power. You know, because he doesn't want any disastrous reviews, so he's got the power to veto reviews. 2 vetoes per season.
Okay. Yeah.
And all I'm going to say is one of the episode's titles has the word murder in it. So I don't know
great.
how. I'm sure the vetoes will come into play in a hilarious way around that. That's what I thought. You'll have to see it, but oh man, does it get crazy? It got crazier than the previous season. Oh my
Awesome.
god, it's just it. Yeah, there's he lives with his dad now because he doesn't have his house anymore, and his wife left him. And let's just say things go downhill from there already.
Awesome.
Yep, and he's still trying to reconnect with his kids. I love that show because it does such a good job of marrying a really weird concept for a show and like with like this show ruining his life, I guess. And that his like producer Grant, who's played by oh my god, I'm not gonna remember his name. This guy who does Dr. Venture, James Urbanek, is super creepy and evil. Like you can see him smiling when he's like doing things that ruin his life, and you're like, this is just messed up. Like the character Forrest McNeil is doing all of these reviews. So like the premise of the show, if you haven't heard, is review, and he reviews life experiences, and people just tweet in stuff. So like one from the first season was like eat 28 pancakes in one sitting, and he did it, and he died basically. And then of course that book was bookended later after it was get a divorce, and he got divorced. And then he went back to eat pancakes again because it came up again. And then after he had been divorced, he was devoid of all like human emotion, so he was able to eat the pancakes with no problem that time.
Exactly.
Which I thought was incredible. Like it's just
It was.
and Andy Daly is one of my favorite comedic actors, and he's on fire in that show. And season 2 is even better than season 1. Like,
Awesome.
highly recommended. I mean, there's highlights are Cult, Get the Perfect Body, Murder, Conspiracy Theory. It's insane. Like it just, oh my god, Catfish a person. Yeah, it's awesome, and yeah, I would recommend it. That's it. I don't know. I'm a big supporter of that show. I don't know if they're going to get a season 3. They ended it on a cliffhanger again, like the end of season 1. So of course, at the end of season 1, he's run away basically, and I was like, where is he? And then like season 2 starts, and he's like, I needed some time off. I'm back. I'm ready to go. So we'll see. Season 2 ends in a much bigger cliffhanger than that. It isn't running away. Something very dramatic happens at the end of the season, so you'll have to watch and see that. And I'm excited for season 3, and they have to do it. That show's so good. It's like really critically well received as well. It just, I don't know if it gets the viewers. I want to see if Review season 3 has a. I don't know. Typing in Review season 3 doesn't give you very much good results.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's just a HitFix article saying how Comedy Central Review became the most wonderfully dark show on television. It is terrifying how dark the season goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, another one is he lives a day following only the instructions of a magic 8-ball. So he asks to ask the 8-ball every time he wants to do something. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. That's what I've been watching. Adam, you know what I've been playing?
Oh, what have you been playing?
It's a game that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
You wanted me to give you a little hot sauce.
I don't think I would put it that way, but
throw some sauce down on it. Get down on it. The grease is the gravy. Thank you, Adam. No, the game is The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. And that it is a JRPG by Falcom. Let me just get up the Wikipedia page so I can tell like the full story of this game. So this is originally released on the PSP in I think 20. Wow. In Japan, it was released on the PC originally in 2004. On the PSP in Japan, it was released in 2006. The US got it in PSP in 2011.
Dang.
The PS3 got a version on the PS3 in 2012. But the PC release came out July of 2014. So this has been out for over a year. So it's by Falcom, the company, Nihon Falcom, who has made such series as Ys. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying Ys? YS.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So these are super old RPGs. Like these were originally on the Sega Master System way back when.
Yeah, I remember seeing them on PlayStation as well.
Yeah. So they've made a lot of Japanese games. So there's a lot of Ys,
I think, yeah.
Ys Chronicles and all that and stuff. But then they've done these Legend of Heroes games, which take place in the Liberal Kingdom. I don't know. I guess this is part of a game world that's existed across multiple franchises for them. I don't really know much about it, so I'm not deep into the lore yet. So I had talked about this game, I guess, being well received. Let's see, the PC version has a Metacritic score of 85. Like it's been well received. And this is exactly, the IGN review says, the first chapter is not the most original ever made. Like any good JRPG, it offers amusing writing, dynamic combat, interesting tasks, and an absorbing narrative, and hours upon hours of gameplay. While the game's 50-50 balance between combat and story may not be everyone's taste, its charm and overall entertainment value make it well worth the investment. There's a lot of combat in this game. But it's not like random battles. You know, it's all avoidable. But there's grinding in this. It is a JRPG. But the combat's good. You know what I mean? Like I like the combat. It can get repetitive, but I don't know. I do the same thing I did with JRPGs, and is like listen to something while I'm doing combat. I've played 7 hours. I've finished the prologue. The game, I think I've read, takes 40 to 50 hours to beat, so it's not like a giant JRPG. So you play as Estelle Bright, who's a 16-year-old, rather naive and straightforward girl who's always energetic and positive. If these sound like your Japanese RPG tropes, put your hand up. She was born and raised in the rural areas of Rolent, a quiet farming and mining town based just north of the kingdom's capital. She's very tomboyish, loving to fish and collect sports shoes. Although over the course of the game, she becomes more aware of her developing romantic feelings for Joshua. Ooh, I haven't gotten to that part of the game, but boy, you could guess that right away. And she learned how to fight with a staff from her father, who is a badass fighting dude. So that's so the plot basically is like Joshua Bright, who's the main male character, was adopted by your dad 5 years after the end of the war with Erebonia. He's a calm youth with black hair and amber eyes. He's always there to keep the hot-headed Estelle from getting deep into trouble. Plays the harmonica. And he has dual swords. And he was so he was like an orphan boy that your dad picked up. And so he's kind of like a brother to the main character. I don't know how to describe it. It's full of every anime trope, right? You know what I mean?
You mean just like the fan servicey type stuff and
no,
like,
not that. No.
Just weird Japanese.
I don't know how to describe it. Like if you've played JRPGs, this story feels normal. I like.
Is your village destroyed and you have to go save the world? Or
no, I haven't gotten to that part yet. So that definitely could happen because the war with Erebonia is 10 years old, but it's not. It's like a Cold War. It hasn't completely ended. Like your mom died in like a bombing. I don't know.
Of course, you're an orphan. You gotta be an orphan.
No, your dad's there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did.
Your dad's a cool guy. He taught you how to use the staff, and he's a bracer, which is like kind of like a guild of like adventurers. So like every town has their bracers, and it's like, oh shit, like there's a monster, blocking the way for our cart to get to the city, with our carrots. And it's like, okay, call the bracers. They'll go out there and take care of the monsters. That's what they do.
They're kind of like a freelance militia or something.
Yeah, but not like military, and they actually go into that a little bit because there is a military as well, but they talk about how the military and the bracers don't really get along. Like they're more of a civilian run peacekeeping organization, and the police or there's no police, but the army is like, I don't know, it's like, they're supposed to work with us, but that doesn't really, and since your character's 16, like the older characters are just like like yeah, you'll learn about that later. We kind of have to. We don't really work together very well, and so like, surprise, surprise, your dad has to go off and do something, and surprise, surprise, he goes missing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you could have called all of these shots from way away, and that's not a knock against the game because it just feels right. You know what I mean? Like the story doesn't feel completely unique and new. But it's hitting the notes like just so well that it's like, man, this is good. Like this is a good JRPG story, and I like it. The characters are likable. There is tons upon tons of dialogue in the game. Like you could talk to every villager like 10 times. They all have interesting things. Like the writing is excellent in this game. Whoever translated this just did an awesome job like localizing it, because like characters are really fun and interesting, and just I don't know, you have like little kids that say funny things and you talk to them, and like you're chasing cats around in the village when you're like in training and stuff. I don't know, it's just got a really good feel to it. And the combat's cool, and I haven't really gotten deep into the story because it's a long game. So your dad disappears. He was on an airship. Oh yeah, there's airships in this game, which is pretty cool. I like that in a world. You know what I mean? I like a good fantasy world with airships.
I do too. Now here's the question though.
Okay.
Is an airship like a Highwind type scenario, or is an airship like a pirate ship with rockets on it type scenario?
No. What do you mean Highwind?
Final Fantasy VII was like the big airship from that.
I don't
Like, is it a big, like...
Is it like technology and not, it doesn't look like the Final Fantasy IV, like this is a flying pirate ship?
Yeah.
Like tall ships with sails?
Right.
No, they look like giant spaceship kind of things.
Okay.
They're very technology forward, I guess.
Okay.
I just split my finger open big time.
Ow.
It's alright.
Okay.
You know how I like to mess with Pop-Tops?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Got my finger real good on that.
Ouch.
It's okay. It's just on the tip of my thumb. I'm bleeding a little bit. I got a paper towel. So I'll continue talking about this game. So one of the things is you remember what's Final Fantasy VII's Materia?
Yes.
So that's kind of the way this game works a little bit too.
Oh, I like Materia.
Yeah. So but you don't level up your Materia. There's none of that.
Okay.
But so they're called orbments.
That's a terrible name.
Orbments.
Yeah.
Like an orbment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You heard it the first time and
Yep.
you disliked it, and yeah, it's a weird name. But so your guy has like a little like chart with like little slots in it, and you can spend sepium, which enemies drop. They don't drop cash, but sepium is like magical rock crystals with energy in them. And you take them to an orbment dealer, and you can buy orbs that you slot in to your character, and you can spend sepium to unlock new slots.
Okay.
And the orbs that you put in the slots give you like magic attacks. So you can get fire ones that give you like, for instance, you can get the attack one, which gives you +5 to your attack skill, -3 to your defense, and that gives you like this set of fire spells. So yeah, so you can build. So it's a lot of it's about like building your character around what orbs you want to get for what situations, and yeah, it's kind of like the way Materia worked, where your attacks are based on what you have equipped to your character in that way. But you don't level up the individual orbs. I believe as you level your character up, you access more of each like orb's abilities, and there's like hundreds of them, and you can craft them and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. There's also a recipe system, which is pretty deep as well for cooking food, which is like healing items. So that's kind of neat. You collect ingredients and stuff by killing things, or you can buy them. I don't know. It's got all sorts of stuff in it. It's not super deep. What really the pull for this game is the writing and the story and the world building, because the world seems really cool. Like, it's easy to get deep into it. The characters are all really likable. Like, for instance, Sherazard Harvey. These are some great names, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Do you want to know the Japanese name for her?
Please.
Sherazado Harvey, as it is written out here.
Sounds surprising.
Yes. No, but she is like kind of the main female bracer. 23 years old. You're 16. With silver hair and dark skin, nicknamed Silver Streak. She's a sisterly figure to the Brights and looks after them much of their journey. She's like an older kind of sister. She also was a student under your father. Born in the slums of a foreign realm, she was picked as a traveling circus as a child. And she stayed under Cassius and became a bracer. But her hobby is drinking. She's often seen drunk during the game. Her favorite drinking partners are a branch attendant and some other dude. Yeah, so I don't know. She drinks a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting the tropes here of the characters.
Yeah.
You got this happy-go-lucky drunk lady. You got, I don't know. I like it. I don't know. It feels good. I don't really know what to say, because it's so much like JRPGs before it. It doesn't really reinvent the wheel when it comes to that. It's just a good setting, good writing, fun game. Like, I would recommend it if you like JRPGs. Like, you will like the game. And it looks gorgeous. Like, it has a really weird perspective. So it's like kind of a top-down isometric where the characters are 2D sprites. But the backgrounds are all 3D. But it works. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're running around as a 2D like sprite that, depending on what, and you have full 360 camera degree movement when you're running around. I don't know. It just has a good look to it. Like the worlds look really cool, and I think it's just awesome. And you have so the way that you fight in the game, combat, you have attacks, you have arts, which are the combination of quartz or orbs that you have equipped. Requires EP, which is like your magic points. And you have craft, which are each character's individual special skills. They're unique to each character and require CP. So you have health, EP, and CP. And they don't take an extra turn. So and like, you know, like how Final Fantasy X, right? Had the turn thing on the left hand side where it showed you like who's going. Same thing in this. So you'll see whose turn's coming up next, and when you like, oh, I'm going to use this magic, it's like, okay, well, the cast time is like, you know, it'll come up here if you use that thing. You know, it's like, so you can plan out combats that way. And it sometimes is easy, but some combats get really difficult. And positioning is important because a lot of characters will have like AoEs centered on themselves or that. So, and you can move around. You can do a move action. So it's actually pretty cool in that way. It's a little tactical, but not like heavily tactical. It's not like in squares and stuff, but there is tactics to the game. I guess there are squares though, because it pulls up a grid when you want to move. Anyway, Adam, remember when I told you about something you would like in this game that you liked in Final Fantasy VII? S-crafts. So
Like-
you're... Yep.
It's like limit breaks, or
It's correct. So like when you're... So you have like the CP, and that level, like when you attack or move or everything, that bar goes up. Or you get hit, that bar goes up. And then when it hits 100, you can unleash your S-craft, which is a special attack, which does a massive amount of damage. It has a little cutscene. And the coolest part about it is like it's like a swift action or an immediate action in D&D, is that you can hit that at any time during a combat. So you got your limit break. Like even if it isn't your turn, you can just do it, which is pretty awesome actually. So it's very useful when you urgently need to kill something fast. Yep. What's going on? I did cut my finger pretty good here, though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not too deep. Hey, Adam, you're awake.
Yeah. What?
What's up?
What about it?
You're awake.
What, did I fall asleep?
Yep. Took a little
I'm
break
sorry.
there. Could hear you snoring.
Oh, I think it was just me breathing heavy, but
Well, I wasn't talking for a good 20 seconds there, so.
I was thinking of stuff.
Sure you were.
Yeah, thinking about them Legends of Heroes.
Okay.
I do want to try that out. It does sound really good because I do like all those kind of things.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last good JRPG I got way into.
Yeah, it makes me actually kind of want to play Undertale because I've heard so much about how that's kind of a love letter to those kinds of games and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have not yet played that.
I missed the boat on that one.
Yeah.
You know, because everyone's already talked about it, so I don't know. I guess that's a wait for it to be on sale kind of game.
Yeah, I think so too. At least for me.
Yep.
Well, I'd play one other thing, actually.
Okay.
Pocket Mortys.
Yes, I played that as well. I wrote, holy shit, Pocket Morty's Game of the Year 2016.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't feel the same way anymore.
I didn't feel that way about it.
I
thought
liked a lot of it.
It's a pretty impressive Pokemon clone, except it seems designed with a little bit too much, like, we want you to buy shit.
But it isn't!
It
It's the dumbest thing, because you can't buy the cash in the game. The only way to get extra cash is fighting trainers or watching ads. You can buy tickets to the Blips and Chits machine that gives you random Mortys and items, but the only way to get money is ads. It's so crazy. Like, the gameplay loop in Pocket Morty, and that's what I want to talk about. It's like Pokemon, as if, like, you got thrown into a dungeon where you couldn't get out
Yeah.
until you fought all these trainers, and if you die, no penalty. So there's no incentive to, like, use items.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Like, I think I've, like, burned everything, and, like, I just know I'm gonna die in this next fight.
Yep.
But there's no...
Nope. You get picked up by a bird person, and you go back, and then you are at full health.
Oh.
And then you lose your progress in the randomly generated dungeon you're in, but then you just get a brand new one with the same level and everything.
Huh.
it's ridiculous. So like, it is a terribly designed game in one aspect.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not clear what the gameplay loop is. And the gameplay loop is go into the portal. So the way that this game works is like Pokemon. You're collecting Mortys, which is Rick's little guy friend. You know, was it? That's not
grandson.
Grandson, thank you. Little guy
Yes.
friend, grandson.
Little
same
guy
thing.
friend.
Well, you know, I had a different upbringing than you did.
Okay.
But the Mortys are all like from all these different dimensions, basically, these Mortys. And so like you have like weird versions. So you have like underwater Morty and like Morty with cats and hippie Morty and like all these different like Mortys or elderly Morty.
I do like seeing all the different Mortys.
Yes, that's the best part of the game. And the combat's it suffers from a lot of the problems that Pokemon has at early levels. And the fact that you have like not very many attacks. So one of the problems with I'm getting ahead of myself. So you're like, all right, I got to go beat these Council of Ricks members so I can get my portal gun back and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The only way to do that is to collect Mortys, and apparently Morty collecting has become a craze on the Rick planet, where all the different
multiverse.
Yeah, across the multiverse. So even aliens that aren't Rick related are collecting Mortys because it's just so much fun, you know, to collect the different weird Mortys. So and everyone battles their Mortys against each other. It's really cool concept, and the game graphically is incredible. Like it looks really good. And
it does look pretty good.
It has a lot of great, like, you know, show references and good music and dialogue and voiceover work and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
So the idea is you got to prove your worth. So you got to go through a portal to a random dimension where Morty battlers are collecting Mortys, where you can collect wild Mortys that are roaming around by fighting them and then throwing a Morty manipulator chip on them like a Pokeball.
I haven't found a place to get those either.
So you need to fight the first council member, and then you can buy them.
Okay.
It's the problem with this game is that it doesn't very clear what you're supposed to do at the start.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm glad it doesn't handhold you too much. But also, it's like, well, I can't get those things. You can also craft them in the crafting system, which is also broken. But we'll get to that. So you go through these portals, and you go through a randomly generated little dungeon where you can collect more Mortys and fight trainers who have Mortys. When you beat a trainer, you get cash and items. There's an item cache in every level to find and collect. And then in every level, there's a boss Rick that you have to fight. And then he'll give you the portal back to the Rick Citadel, the Citadel of Ricks. And that's like the whole loop of the game. So you go through the portal, collect items, you know, get Mortys, fight the boss Rick, go home. But where it breaks down is early on you don't have a lot of attacks. Like you got 10 attack because like in Pokemon your attacks are limited. So you can only do like 10 of an attack before you go back to like the Pokemon Center, the Rick Healing Center, the Morty Healing Center. So you can only do like 10. So like when you start off you have like one Morty with 10 attacks, and when you run out of those you're done.
Yeah.
Unless you use an item, which you can either craft or buy to get more attacks, or you can die and get teleported back and get your Morty healed and then go back in and fight more to level up, because you don't lose levels or anything. So it's just kind of a grinding that you can do. But it's like so messed up, because you can end up in a situation where you're like, oh crap, I had a couple Mortys die. I'm not looking good. I'm not going to be able to fight the boss. And when you fight the boss, it levels up everything around you in the next one. So it's kind of like leveling up to another tier. So the levels of all the trainers go up and everything.
Cool.
But like, so you either end up doing a run where I'm just going to run around, collect all the items, and fight trainers until I die, and then have higher level Mortys for the next time around. Or I'm going to go and try and sneak around all of the enemies so I don't have to lose health, and then battle the like King Rick in the level and get a badge and escape. Like, it's crazy. So the game like simultaneously incentivizes you to never fight, because all of like the attacks and health and, you know, everything is super restrictive. Like there's just no way to regain it, you know. But like Adam, what you can use items, right, to get your health back?
Yeah, you can. They're the serum things, I
Yeah.
think. But you occasionally get those as drops.
Yeah.
And you can buy them too, but they're kind of expensive.
Exactly. Everything's a little pricey, and you
Yeah,
don't get
it's
a lot of money. You can't buy that cash, Adam, to buy items.
That's just so weird because it seems like it's built to make you want to do that. Like, the lack of items makes you want to buy more of those items.
Yes.
The money that you could buy those with. But
You can't. You can watch videos, ads, to get like 30. And it's like ridiculous. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. And so you end up being like, okay, well, I guess this run, I'm just going to go collect items and then die because I don't get penalized. And I'm not going to waste my items that I've collected healing myself. Because, a little hint, Adam, you can only hold 10 of an item. Which is insane. So I already have 10 healing potions.
Yeah.
And so whenever I collect one, it says, we can't hold any more of those. Well, tough shit. It's like, great, thanks. It's so dumb. It's like really weirdly designed to be restrictive, but with like no monetization on those restrictions. It's like they made a game that's free to play without like removing a lot of the free to play, because I'm sure they thought people would be pissed, you know,
Yeah.
about it being free to play. But then it just makes a game that's hard to play. And that's the problem I have with it.
Yeah, it's just so...
It's a game that's like a patch away from being a lot better.
Yeah,
And I'm sure they'll do it. Because the crafting system, for instance, you can craft at crafting stations. You collect items like, you know, stuff from the show, like Fleeb and all sorts of...
Fleebs.
Exactly.
I always wondered how those were made.
Well, you could learn.
Or no, it was the
A Plombus.
Plumbuses, yes. Plumbus. I was wondering how those
Yes,
were made.
correct. Yeah, so you can make all sorts of weird stuff and get items and that, but the crafting, so it doesn't tell you how to make anything. But once you've made something, it saves the recipe.
Oh, okay.
Adam, you cannot use the recipes to auto-craft stuff.
What?
Yep, so if you were like, oh, I need to make this Morty manipulator chip, well, you're going to have to take your battery that you have and then add turbo gel to it to turn it into a super battery thing. And then you have to take the super battery and a tin can and a computer chip to make a Morty manipulator chip.
Okay.
I got that recipe now. Adam, if I want to make another Morty manipulator chip, I got to do that all again because it doesn't fill them in for you. It's just a list of recipes that you know. It's so dumb. Like, why would you have that, like, as a mechanic if it isn't like once you've figured it out, you can just auto craft it if you have those items? Doesn't. Nope. And it's a time sink. The game is just weirdly designed. I don't know. So hopefully they'll update it. That's my thought. I was so hyped on it when I first started playing, and then you get into the like the gameplay loop, and you're like, this is weird. Like, who designed this? Which is funny because
It's I don't like games that are designed where you pretty much have to die over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like roguelikes I generally don't go for, and this almost seems like a Pokemon roguelike. You just have to keep like throwing yourself at the dimension until you
Yeah. It is a little bit like that, but
yeah.
it's just it just needs to get fixed. Like, you know what I mean? Like so that's about it.
Yeah.
I agree. Somebody said they should make the blips and chits real. With like little toys, you know, like little capsules, and you can get a little plastic Morty, you know?
That'd be awesome, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Indeed.
I would say that's a good idea.
Well, I don't know. We seem to be getting on in time. You think we have enough time to go through our list?
What do you mean getting on in time?
We started this like an hour and 15 minutes ago.
Hour and 6 minutes ago, Adam.
Sorry.
Come on. We got a half hour?
Okay.
Got a half hour? Maybe
Hi.
we'll make a double episode.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, we'll see. But I want to
Yeah.
get through it because we tanted it last week.
We did tant it, so we should get on that though.
Yeah, you're right. Enough talking about Pocket Mortys, but I talked about everything I wanted to except for the Alien Megastructure and Betrayal on House on the Hill,
Okay.
which is a board game I played.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about those next week. Tanted! And video game 2016 previews next week. We're going to do movies today.
Yeah.
Adam, let's go to February 5th. What's coming out?
Deadpool. Although I thought that was actually like the 12th when that came out.
It says February 5th on the website I got all the movie dates from, so it could be
Okay.
the week after as well. Could be limited release the 5th and then national.
Maybe. Yeah.
Anyway, early February we got Deadpool coming out. Adam, what's your hype level? From
Oh my God, my
0 to super hyped.
I'm like super hyped now.
Me too.
It's so soon, and
Those trailers look
the
awesome.
trailers look awesome, and I guess it was also screened at like Los Angeles and New York. Like they
Yeah.
surprised some people with it,
Uh-huh.
and everybody seemed to like it. So
It's rated R.
it's rated R, yeah.
I know there was a controversy, which was not a real controversy,
No.
of people saying, "Oh, it hasn't been rated yet by them. They're going to try and make it PG-13," and everyone's like, "No, they would never make this movie PG-13 because
Yeah.
they know everyone would hate it because comic book nerds would be like, you're going to make a Deadpool movie that's not rated R. It completely misses the point of the character." Yeah, I don't know. Deadpool's he's like a rated R Spider-Man, kind of, with different powers because he's a smart aleck kind of guy, but he's an asshole.
He's batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Like, and he occasionally like breaks the fourth wall.
yeah, but I mean, like Spider-Man does stuff like that too, but
I
he
don't
isn't
think he ever breaks
crazy.
the fourth wall.
Oh, he does. Are you kidding me? He mugs to the camera all the time in those comics. Not as blatant as Deadpool does it.
I was.
I'm gonna look it up. Spider-Man breaks the fourth wall a bunch, especially in like newer ones.
Maybe in the newer ones, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you've spent so much time reading all those classic Jack Kirby Spider-Mans.
I've seen a few.
No,
of
but
them.
Spider-Man's done it a few times, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a regular thing for Deadpool. It's part of his insanity that he thinks he's in a comic, and he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm super excited though. Yeah. I think they're doing it right, which is
Yeah, so I guess the story behind Deadpool is this character has irreversible cancer, and he is going to die. But there's a way that he can be saved. Some crazy experimental thing, which is the Weapon X program, basically.
yeah.
So they try and do to him what they did to Wolverine.
Not exactly. They,
I
they
know,
try to
it's-
give him a
it's
healing
similar.
factor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's not Wolverine, so it makes him insane. And gives his body the look of a shriveled up testicle.
Yes.
Like, he is terrible. Like, it just ruins him, basically. So it's a little bit of like the, I'm going to be able to get healthy so I can, like, get back with my fiance and it'll be all good. And nope. Like, just made it so he can't have that. You know what I mean? Like, it's an interesting character, interesting idea. And, yeah, he's like just a foul-mouthed asshole that can't be killed, basically. He's a real fun character in that way.
Yeah.
Very much he's a cad, if you will. Would you call him a
Yeah.
cad?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Cad
Okay.
definition. Let's see what a man who behaves dishonorably, especially towards a woman. Oh boy.
Oh.
Huh. I didn't realize that was a thing. Adam, a word comes from 18th century, denoting a passenger picked up by a driver of a horse-drawn coach for a personal profit. A caddy or cadet. So,
Interesting.
yeah. Cad, use over time, had spiked in the 60s, I guess. It says right here. And then it has been in decline since the 90s. So I guess it got, like, reused. Oh, there's other words as well. Local town boy or youth. I don't know. Whatever. A scamp, if you will.
A scam.
He's a lovable scamp. So yeah, I don't know. Looking forward to that. Hopefully the reviews are good. I'm hype train. I'm on the hype train.
I am definitely on the hype train.
All right, we got to move on. Next, Zoolander 2. You saw the trailer for that.
I did.
That looks good as well.
I think it looks really pretty good too. Yeah.
I really like Zoolander 1. I'm going to have to see it again. I hope the reviews are good for this, but
Yeah.
I'm really glad they're, they're able to do this. And they got, everybody's back. You know what I mean? And Kristen Wiig is playing a terrifying-looking new villain. They got Penelope Cruz to play a ridiculous-looking female model character.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. And Justin Bieber dies in it, so
Yeah.
everyone could be happy.
There you go.
No, I don't know. That looks cool. Adam, any thoughts about that trailer?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I was surprised at how ready I am to see Will Ferrell.
Yep. Oh, it's
Being
got Benedict
Mugatu
Cumberbatch
again.
as well in it.
And yeah, as all. Yeah.
As all. Which I thought was funny.
I thought so too.
Some people took offense to that character.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was that.
I was just
Offensive.
I'm like, you know what? It's probably not cool to make fun of people, of all types. Your LGBTQs. All of the brands, right? Everyone should be. But this is a comedy movie, and the character's in the trailer for 1 second.
Yeah.
And when he answers, "What is he?" he says, "He is all." It's like, okay, well, that was weird, but not offensive. I mean, the character said something offensive to him, but it was supposed to be offensive. I don't get it. It's like, I don't know how you get offended by someone being like, this dumb idiot saying something dumb and insensitive. It's like, yeah, it's his character. He's an idiot. He fucking doesn't know how to turn left, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to get mad at stuff like that, I don't know. But again, we'll see what the movie does. We got to move forward. March 4th.
Yeah.
You know about March 4th?
What about
The
it?
only day of the year that's a command.
Haha.
March 4th, baby. Zootopia is coming out. The Disney
good.
animated feature. It looks good. Adam, do you know who's making Zootopia?
I don't. I know Jason Bateman is the
It is
Fox
the same
guy.
minds and team behind the movie Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, cool.
It is that group's next movie, and it looks awesome
Nice. It
the way that
does.
Wreck-It Ralph was, because they've kind of created a weird world where all of the animals live together in harmony, and the main character is a lady rabbit who becomes a police officer in the big city, and she meets a fox who's he's a witness of a major crime, and he's kind of a sly fox, getting in scrapes and scrambles, and she has to deal with him. And it looks really cool, like a fun buddy cop movie, but in an animal world that looks really fleshed out from the trailers.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
That looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to that because Adam, you and me,
Yes,
we love ourselves some animated films.
we do.
So I'm
really
already
do.
in on it. And the other movie coming out that weekend,
Oh my god, yeah, Batman vs Superman:
Dawn of Justice. I am in no way excited for this movie, but
I'm more excited now than I was.
I guess the newer trailer looked really interesting.
It does, yeah. I gotta say, I wasn't super sure about Ben Affleck. I didn't get super angry like everybody else did.
Yeah, you're just like, well, let's see.
Yeah,
All right.
and seeing him more in the second trailer and stuff like that, I'm digging it.
He looks like a good Bruce
digging
Wayne.
him.
I'll tell you that.
He does, yeah, exactly.
He fits the Bruce Wayne well. I don't know. I'm kind of superhero movied out. I've been exhausted.
I don't think that's a thing that can happen to me. So.
But I mean, if it's good, I'll see it for sure. And
Yeah.
it looks crazy. I mean, if they're going
It does.
Avengers level insanity in the DC world, I could be up for it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Definitely.
you got two of the most popular superheroes of all time. And probably the most popular female superhero of all time, all on a team together. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where that goes, because I don't really know what kind of story they have to tell there, because I think people thought it was going to be Batman versus Superman, but that seems to be just the A plot.
Yeah.
Act 1, you know, and
It
then
seems like it looks like Lex Luthor takes Zod's body and makes Doomsday out of it.
I don't know.
Which seems weird, but
And Doomsday killed Superman in the comics.
yes.
And did that amazing, when we talked about this in previous episodes, the Death of Superman comic book arc that is insane.
Yes.
That ruined death in comic books because he didn't die. He died, but he was not dead. Because
He
that's the way
retconned
comics
back on.
are. Characters can't stay dead. Because everyone's like, well, Captain America died, but he'll be back.
He actually is coming back.
Exactly. It's like, yeah.
Don't think he died though. I think he was just like old. And passed it.
He was just like, he was retired,
Yeah, honestly,
which
I
is
think that's what
basically
happened.
dead.
He became like too frail to be Captain America.
Fair enough. That's kind of a cool plot arc. But all right, so yeah, I'm medium hyped. Adam's hyped.
I'm hyped. Yeah.
I'm not hyped to the level I am for Deadpool. Deadpool, I'm super hyped. Okay, we have the weird Jungle Book live action movie
I
that's
think
coming
that's
out
awesome.
in April. I think it looks weird. It could
does
be
look-
really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got a lot of big
Disney-
names.
Yeah, Disney knows how to make a good movie.
Uh huh.
I like the animated Jungle Book. I don't know.
Me too.
It's fun. It's got some good music. Got a bear that everybody loves to hang out with.
Yeah.
I know one of the trailers had someone humming that tune, I think, or whistling the bear necessities. But the movie looks kind of like it's trying to be dark as well, which is weird.
I
mean,
I
like,
don't think it looks. I didn't think
I
it
just
looked like they
remember
were trying
some
to go
ominous like darkness while going down a river kind of thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
the Jungle Book is a little dark, like the movie, and it is in places, but in other places, like I'm like hanging out with this fucking orangutan who's like a king, and he's jumping around. And it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna. I don't know. I just always hate when everyone's like, "Oh, it's dark version of this children's thing," and it's like, okay, well, okay, that's a take you can have. I don't know if it's necessary, but we'll see. I don't know. It's far off. I don't know a lot about that one. Adam, 29th, Ratchet and Clank.
I
I have not seen
this.
You did? Oh,
I
thank
did.
God. This is one I was meaning to watch, and I didn't get to it.
You know, I don't know if it's because I never really like played any of the Ratchet and Clank games.
Same here.
But this looks terrible to me. It really does.
Ratchet and
Like,
Clank.
and I like you know,
Animated
animated kids
Yeah.
stuff, and I think you know, he even looks cool. Like I think Lombax is like a cool, you know, animal design type thing. But this movie just looks terrible to me, and like none of the jokes in the trailer really hit with me. And if I remember correctly, like a lot of the game was like all these different crazy weapons and stuff like that.
Yes.
Which they didn't show much of in the trailer.
Huh.
Like there was one part I think where they talked about like they need to get armed or something like that, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It just doesn't.
Yeah, I always thought the whole point of Ratchet and Clank is, hey, I've got this weapon. When you shoot it at someone, they turn into a chicken, and it's hilarious.
Right. They did show that in the trailer.
Okay, but like I don't know, that was like the whole point of the game. It was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got this weapon where you throw a bomb that sucks all of the enemies into it because it's like a black hole. You know, and that is hilarious looking.
Or I shoot a disco ball and everyone starts dancing.
But this,
instead of
it
attacking.
yes, oh yeah, it's like a dance party. So this seems kind of like an origin story for Ratchet and Clank, like basically, right? This is like they want to make a new like
IP.
thing,
Yeah.
like a new like children's movie franchise for this.
Yeah.
Adam, I'd like to also mention that I just have seen the E3 trailer that I'm watching, and it said movie coming out 2015. Well, didn't make that date.
No.
They pushed it off from, I guess, a summer release into the dregs of the middle of April. So, I don't know. There's a little bit before summer movie time, so I don't know if this is going to be any good. Probably not. That's sad. And I know there's a new Ratchet and Clank game coming out as well, which we can talk about when we talk about game previews. That's coincides with the movie.
Yeah.
It's like what they did with Sonic Boom. They made the new Sonic Boom game to coincide with the Sonic Boom movies and TV show. So it's like we're relaunching it as like a kids thing, hopefully to get some younger kids hooked on it. We'll see, you know. Fucking kids love those minions. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. All right, we got to move on to the big guns because we're getting to summer movie times.
We are blockbusters.
Captain America, ba 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 ba. Civil War, ba 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 ba. What's your hype level for this movie, Adam? Where's the hype train?
It's up top for this one.
What's going on with this movie? Is there any like details about what this movie is going to be about?
Well, Civil War.
Okay.
But like, there's not. I haven't seen any details. Like, I don't know, from the trailers and stuff, it seems like it's somewhat similar to the comic stuff, but with less Mr. Fantastic making extra dimensional prisons.
I love this. I just want to say this. So I'm on the Cinema Blend website, right?
Yeah.
And they're like 3 Avengers rumored to die in Civil War. In the trailer, they show War Machine all beat up at some point.
Yeah.
So they have that. They just say, I don't know, this is all complete rumor with nothing backing it up. But they also say Scarlet Witch and the Falcon. 3 people I could give 0 fucks about. Like,
Scarlet Witch is cool.
yeah, but
Falcon-
like I don't care about any of these characters. That's like you're just killing off like, oh my god, fucking angry guy number 3 is dead. Like, what?
I don't know about that, but like, I think Scarlet Witch is cool. I think Falcon is fairly lame.
I know, he's like, I'm Iron Man, but more bird based
Well,
with my suit.
Anything cool with his suit? It's just wings.
Yeah.
Which I mean is awesome. You get to fly around. And
He's
shit
like
that,
Angel.
but- yeah,
It's like you just
exactly.
fly. Like,
Which is also like the lamest X-Man.
what's your power? You can fly? We got like, yeah, like it's that exact fucking joke from
Yes, Pete Holmes.
the Pete Holmes.
X-Men,
Yeah, you should really see that series if you haven't. The YouTube videos of it's just called X-Men, but like EX-Men, like
Yeah.
and it's all him as Professor Xavier firing the X-Men and like pointing out like their realistically terrible flaws,
Yeah.
like the fact that, you know, Wolverine is made out of the material that the one guy they fight all the time has control over.
Yeah.
And or Angel is the guy who flies, and we have like 4 other superheroes who have powers and also can fly.
Right.
You have a secondary power as your main power. Yeah. So there's rumors that there's going to be some characters dying, but anyone cares about it. I don't know, maybe or not, because it's fucking. They throw up smoke screens for these movies all the time. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep people off their game. What is the point of this movie, Adam? I know I've read the Civil War comics.
Yeah.
But what's happening here? They're missing a lot of characters from the Civil War that I remember being main characters.
Well, like,
Why couldn't they have
Spider-Man
waited
should be
until
there.
they got the licensing for that? Because I know they were working on it.
Yeah, Spider-Man should be in it.
I think I heard that.
Yeah.
Yes, like a new person has been cast as Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, me too. Although I don't know how much they'll be in it. I think this is also the first time you'll see like Black Panther
Okay.
and possibly other people.
Look, I'm looking forward to this movie. You know, I talk some game about how I'm tired, whatever. I'm looking forward. If it's going to be good, I'm going to be happy. You know what I mean?
I always liked Sebastian Shaw. Wait, what did I say? Is that his name? Who's the actor who plays the Winter Soldier guy?
No, I think that might have been his name.
No, Sebastian Shaw, I think, is actually
Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
Sebastian Shaw is the character from X-Men.
Yes,
The evil
He's
guy. The evil Kevin Bacon.
the Hellfire Club guy.
Yeah.
Right. Sebastian Stan. I like him a lot, so I'm excited to see him again as Winter Soldier. And him and Cap, like, beating the shit out of Iron Man was pretty cool looking, too.
Yeah.
Although, I think generally, I side with Iron Man
Me too.
in these situations. So.
Especially because in the comic books, the situation that causes it
Yes.
is the exact worst case scenario for a reason to have this.
Yes.
It's
Totally.
like if we have people who are heroes that are like unregistered and untested, going up against guys who could just nuke a town. With like, you know what I mean? That'd be like having like, oh yeah, we just let our like generals in the army they each, you know, figure out what they want to do with their army. It's like, no, you can't just let this power, this like world-changing power that an army or nuclear weapons are, just under the, you know, thumb of one person. Like, I'm sorry, Chris Evans. I'm sorry, Steve Rogers, but you're gonna have to sign up.
Oh yeah, Steve Rogers.
Yes, he's the guy who plays Captain America.
Right.
You're gonna have to sign up, buddy. Sign up. It'll be fine.
Register.
You're gonna have to register. I know the
Everybody
government,
knows
you know, like,
anyway.
oh, the government is bad, but like, also, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, bad shit can happen. I mean, if Iron Man, if Tony Stark's in on it, I'm in on it. You know, he's a cool guy. The only problem is that movie Tony Stark is way less of an asshole as comic book Tony Stark.
Yeah, kind of. I do like the part where he's talking about wanting to punch Captain in his perfect teeth sometimes.
Yeah,
That's.
but like,
It seems like a very Tony Stark kind of thing to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see that because I do really like. Well, for one thing, I'll watch Robert Downey Jr. be Tony Stark in anything.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting.
Forever.
I have not missed. I've skipped a lot of hero movies. I have
Yeah.
not missed any Iron Man movies.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
he's
Robert
real
Downey
good.
Jr. is just too good.
Turns out he's real good. All right, we gotta move on. We got lots to get through.
Yeah.
Although things even thin out as we get farther in the year because dates aren't as set.
Yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse.
I sound like a broken record, but I'm also really pumped about this.
I am medium pumped.
Like, I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm probably closer to medium pumped, I guess. But
The
I don't
last
know,
X-Men movie was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I mean, but I've seen Jubilee, which was cool.
That was the most ridiculous fan service moment ever. Was like me being like seeing Jubilee and then getting excited for no reason other than the fact that the costume looked like the animated show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, what am I doing? Like, why would I get excited over that? This character in movie could be bad just because it looks like the character I remember as a kid. You know, temper your expectations. But they've done a good job.
And Nightcrawler looks pretty awesome.
Bryan Singer is directing this.
And yeah, he's good.
Okay.
I mean, he did the first two, which were pretty.
Yeah,
decent.
but he also did X-Men 3, which is really bad.
No, he didn't.
That was the non-singer one.
That's the non-singer one.
Fuck. All right, never mind. I thought it was the opposite of what it is right now. So good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Even though he likes to mess around with boys, whatever.
Yeah, you know. Well,
Young boys,
what
young
you gonna
Hollywood
do?
boys.
What you gonna do?
Not do that.
Yeah, probably.
Probably should keep your messing around to boys that are old enough to not be taken advantage of by your power. But let's not get
He's getting away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Cosby did for a while, but, you know, caught up to him. We'll see. Adam, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
I did not see the
Did you not
first
see the
one.
trailer? Did you see the trailer for this one?
I did see the trailer.
I would like to say this.
Yes.
Infinitely better looking than the first movie.
I think so too.
It went from me thinking it was the worst thing I've ever seen with the trailer for the first one, and this one being like, oh, they got the pizza shooting car.
I was gonna say, I'll tell you why. It's
Oh my
because
god, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yes.
Okay.
It's because they're copying the cartoon.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're goofy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we're supposed to be goofy. Yes, that was what was so fun about the movies, and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and TMNT 2 is like, oh yeah, we rap with Vanilla Ice and do hilarious stuff. Like, yeah,
I'm pretty sure I had that toy with the pizza shooting.
I had the pizza shooter, and we would figured out ways to get to shoot the pizzas really hard if you like hold stuff against the motor, and also the cats were terrified of it.
Ah, nice.
Because as soon as you turned it on, it made a really loud humming noise.
Yeah.
And the cats would immediately bolt out of the room when they heard that noise because they had been shot at by 8-year-olds.
So yeah, I don't think I'm super pumped, but I'm
not pumped either.
I'm
but
pumped, maybe.
Exactly. I went from like completely despising the fact that this exists to okay. Maybe it won't be awful. Like, I don't know.
Right.
If people say it's fun, maybe I'll see it. You know, like, all right. They won me over a little bit. All right, Warcraft, June 10th.
Yes.
Duncan Jones directing.
Yes.
There has been nothing but people pooping all over this movie on the internet.
You know,
I am not pooping on this yet.
I think Duncan Jones, his previous stuff's been really good. I'm kind of wanting to give it the benefit of the doubt, but honestly,
The trailer's
I think
not great.
I was gonna say it's cool seeing the places that you've been in the game, like
It's really generic.
realized.
The trailer.
But yeah, the trailer itself is just so action, and also I'm not sure. Like the CG is sometimes looks amazing and sometimes looks way fake to me. I don't know. It's just, and it's not that it looks like bad necessarily. It's just like something about the animation or Uncanny Valley or something is just like sometimes it looks weird to me.
Adam,
Yeah.
I was like going to talk about this. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I really got to give Duncan Jones benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know, because he is
I think he's great.
quite the great director.
And also, coincidentally, David Bowie's son.
Yes.
But-
Very sad that he won't get to see his son's movie.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that last week.
No, I
I
don't
don't
know if
want,
I want to.
I don't want to. It's
Yeah.
awful, but it's also something that someone brought up, and it's like, hey, remember how like music was really awesome in the 60s and 70s? Get ready for this to happen a lot because they're all getting into their 70s. So
That's true.
it's sad. But yeah, I had a little tribute at the end of the episode. I don't think Adam listened to it. Cause,
I have not heard it yet. No.
Oh, there's at post episode. I have a chiptunes version
Yeah.
of a song of him
Cool.
that I thought was very cool, and I played it. So
Nice.
yeah,
I mean, if it says anything, like my gamer tag is in a lot of things like Deep Space Bowie. Like,
you got Bowie in the name.
I have Bowie in my tag name. Yeah, it's
Yes. So yeah,
So yeah, Warcraft. I'm probably less than half pumped for, but I'll probably. I don't know if I'll see it in the theaters, but I'll probably see it.
I mean, I'm excited to see this movie, and I'll tell you why, Adam. Because I'm like going like, I don't know, and then I'm going through like the cast, and I'm like, oh, we got Medivh and Khadgar and Ogrim Doomhammer and Gul'dan. I'm like, oh god, no, Grommash Hellscream. All of my ridiculous Warcraft lore, like, is being tricked right now that I want to see this. So I'm like, oh shit, I want to see Grommash Hellscream fuck some shit up.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, like I like
War Song Orcs. Ah!
Seeing the Dark Portal is cool, and seeing like the fucking why can't I remember? Stormwind is cool, stuff like that.
Adam, this movie development began in 2006.
Damn. 9 years ago. No, 10 years ago.
10
now.
years ago.
Shit.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. So it's finally getting done. And wonder what the budget is for this movie. I can't even imagine. Oh, not even that much. 100 million?
I mean, a lot of it's CG, so
That's not crazy.
CG's cheaper now.
Filming ended in May 23rd, 2014. After 123 days of shooting.
Damn.
20 months of post-production is expected to follow. Let's see. What did we get about music? I can't really tell. Guy who did the music for Pacific Rim did the music for that movie. He's doing the music for this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We should probably get rolling though.
Yeah, I know. Adam's got to get out of here to go do nothing.
Yep.
Finding Dory.
This looks cool. I mean,
You saw the trailer for this too?
I did, yeah.
You're fucking on top of it, Adam.
I know, right?
This is one I didn't see.
It looks great. I mean, it looks like another Pixar movie.
Finding Nemo was fun.
Yeah, it was never my favorite, but
No, but it was fun.
yeah,
Pixar knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll see it if it's good.
yeah,
Medium
exactly.
hyped.
Yep.
Independence Day Resurgence.
I saw the trailer for this as well.
Minimum hype. I don't know how to describe that.
It's weird. Like, I'm not sure why.
The trailer had nothing in it.
Yeah.
It was like nothing. It was like, so wait, they're coming back again and doing a different thing?
It's like, I probably would have been more excited if this had happened a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
but also no Will Smith.
I don't.
He got killed off screen. I hear in like
What?
a
terrorist
test,
attack?
No, like worse, like a test pilot accident or something.
What?
Like they have him die in like the most boring way possible.
It's
for
dumb.
someone. I know.
Why bring this back if you're not going to have the original people in it?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeff Goldblum will be back,
right, and Bill Paxton.
but Will Smith
That's
is a
because
big
they're
part
not
of
doing
that.
shit right now. Like this is their last chance to grab some cash.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we're gonna move on to a movie I actually want to see, and that is
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
No trailer for this that I saw.
There is no trailer.
Okay.
But it is done and supposedly still coming out on time. There's been a couple images. Maybe this is going to get pushed back because I think the shooting is done, but it was pretty recent. So, in December. So
This looks awesome to me.
yes, they are doing an all-female Ghostbusters reboot. They're doing a reboot the right way, which is making it different completely. You know what I mean?
They're doing two, aren't they? They're doing one with women and one with dudes.
Yeah, we'll see if the one with dudes actually ever gets made. Because this one will end up probably doing really well. Because this is Paul Feig and a lot of the people that went in making the movie Bridesmaids, which is really good.
Yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah.
And it's got a lot of people in it that are really good comedic actors and actresses. So I think this is going to hit real hard. So
I think so too.
I think this will be the new Ghostbusters franchise. And I'm looking forward to it. They showed images of the set, and the proton packs looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the characters all had their cool like outfits and stuff, and it looked... I'm excited, man, because they're giving it some really good improv comedians, that are kind of in their primes, just like in the original Ghostbusters, you had those guys in their primes. Like, I'm gonna hope it hits. All right, we're gonna move on. July 22nd.
Yeah.
Star Trek: The Beyond Times. We saw the trailer for this. We talked about this one already.
We did, yeah. I'm excited.
Will Wheaton hates it.
I don't even know if it's true.
No, he tweeted about how he had a snarky comment about it.
Yes, he did. That was snarky.
Do you see the Will Wheaton thing that was passed
Yes,
around?
of course I did.
That Will Wheaton tweeted something about how if anyone ever says to him "Shut up, Wesley," or like references him in a way, he'll block them on Twitter. And then Patrick Stewart responded, "Shut up, Will Wheaton," which I thought, or "Shut up, Will,"
Yeah, shut up, Will. Yeah.
which was awesome. I was like, come on, man. Will Wheaton, you're kind of a weird. You're a little reactionary for me. A little too hot takes kind of guy. Like
Hot takes.
You know what a hot take is?
No.
It's a sports kind of term. It's nothing to do with sports, but it is a term used in sports. And it's like let's say, Adam, someone put on a ludicrous display last night.
Uh-huh.
So and so
Yes, Arsenal.
So and so kicked another player, and it looked like intentional. It was all he was all fired up. And then someone writes an article the next day, like hours later, about how he's ruining the game and the sanctity of everything that's holy. And that's called a hot take. Like, you just have a really reactionary, overreaction to something that is, in the end of 10 years from now, no one will even think about. So
Maybe, but also
hot takes happen everywhere. But it's
something
the thing.
he's been told for the past probably 20 to 30 years. That's gotta get old after a while.
Hot take. Yeah, why just now though? Like he's saying this.
Because everybody has a fucking limit. I guess 20 years is his.
Sorry, I will not side with Will Wheaton on any subject.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
Moving on, August 5th.
Yes.
Suicide Squad. Did you see
the new trailer?
motherfucking hot fucking new trailer for this?
Yes, I did, and it is
Holy
the best.
Shit. And I love... Okay, so I'm on the Quarter 2-3 forums, which is the forums that I've been in since 2007. A bunch of people, they all like games and stuff. Mm-hmm. Everyone's over 30. It's fun. And now I'm part of that club too. But everyone was like, "This looks so dumb. Oh my god, Joker." And then now this trailer's come out and everyone's like, "Huh, that looked pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. Well, they'll probably still ruin it, but I don't know. That was good." I don't know. It's it quieted down, basically. It's
They totally won me over with this one.
I was already 100% won over, and I will go on record as saying I thought it looked awesome.
You totally did. I remember that.
And I was like, I think that people are overreacting to fucking makeup, like stills that aren't even final. Like, come on, guys. Wait till the trailer comes out.
I still don't think I like the way he looks, but the movie looks amazing.
Holy crap! Just that trailer showed so much action. Like Will Smith looked pretty cool in that. All the other characters looked cool. Margot Robbie looked incredible.
Yeah, I think already like Harley Quinn is like stealing that movie.
She's clearly the star. Like holy cow! And I think from the trailers it looks like she's in a lot of the movie compared to everyone else because there's a lot of scenes with her and Joker separate, which I have a feeling that she's more of. I think the main point of this is, hey, guess what? The Joker is now this guy, and she's with him because that's what Harley Quinn do. She is always with the Joker.
It's so cool that character is like created from the animated series.
I know.
And not
it's such a good character.
Comic. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, October 7th, there's a Gambit movie.
Hopefully.
It probably won't come out because I've heard nothing about it.
I
heard that so and so was possibly going to be the lead. I think it'll get pushed back. I think
it probably will, yeah.
Because they haven't. I don't think they filmed anything. And
I'm down for a Gambit movie though.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Gambit's all right. He's got that weird sock that just covers part. It displays the worst part of his face.
My face.
Thank you. You really have to watch those X-Men videos. They're incredible. Like his show. Pete Holmes' show, got canceled or whatever. Those videos are still on the internet because they know we can't ever put these away. No, those are so good. So funny. Millions of views. All right. Doctor Strange. Is there a trailer for this?
No. But, there's
like a teaser image.
There's there's a couple images of Benedict Cumberbatch doing like magic-y poses and stuff.
Yes.
But they look awesome, and I am totally down for this. Like, I'm down for Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh my god, he's got the goatee!
He's got the goatee. You better believe it.
I hope it's cool. I see a lot of fan mock-up posters that look kind of lame. But the images that they put out from the movie, it looks cool. I'm looking forward to it, because that's a really interesting character. Benedict Cumberbatch is a really good actor. And I think the thing that I get tired of with these superhero movies is how similar they all are, which is why Suicide Squad looks so cool. It's why I like Guardians of the Galaxy so much, and I think it's what Doctor Strange looks cool to me. Because it looks like it's a completely different take on stuff. Which I'm looking forward to. All right, we gotta move on.
Looking forward to the introduction of magic into the...
Yes, he has some... Well, I mean, Marvel Scarlet Witch, MCU. But yeah.
Yeah, she's considered like a whatever they're called now.
But she's not using magic? Isn't that magic? She's called Scarlet Witch.
But she's like a...
There's a dumb rule.
Something.
What'd you say?
Inhuman or...
I don't even fucking care.
She was made by the power of the staff or whatever.
Got it. So that's not magic that she's casting. She just has magic-y looking powers.
Yeah.
Got it. Whatever. So. That's a weird rule that I hate about comics. Complicated, weird rules.
I guess it depends on whether you consider the Infinity Gems to be like magic, I guess.
And they kind of are.
Yeah, kind of.
They do magical things. Okay. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. There is a trailer for this, but it is a teaser that shows nothing.
Yes, it shows nothing, but I'm still way down for that.
I am super hype because the Harry Potter people have not made a bad film, even though that first part one of the two-part finale was kind of bad. It was weird to choose to make a film of everyone sitting around in a tent.
I was going to say, like, that was so weird because, it's just like the first half of that book is them.
It's because we got to split all of our finales into two movies. That's the thing, so we can get two fucking movies for one filming out of it, which sometimes is okay. With, like, Hunger Games, it worked because a lot happens in that last book. But, like, it clearly didn't need to happen for that book. You could have toned down a bit of that and finished that off quick. But yeah, basically, it's starring some ridiculous, like Hooperbloop Wonderboy, some fucking character name that she came up with. Who is it? What? It's not Hooperbloop Wonderboy?
No, it's not Hooperbloop Wonderboy. And now that's all I can think of.
That's an episode title right there.
Yeah.
Hooperbloop Wonderboy.
No, it's Luna marries his son. Newt Scamander.
Newt Scamander. I knew it was some weird dumb name.
I was gonna say Scoot and Amanda.
Scoot and Amander. Lauren has texted me the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's a nerd.
Scamander.
She's a dirty nerd. Scoot and Amander. Got it. And Nash is laughing. All right, but let's move on. That looks really cool, and I'm excited.
does, yeah.
Eddie Redmayne will be playing the main character, and he's awesome. And
Yeah.
Harry Potter goodness. He travels to America. There's a bunch of magic beasts in that world. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
It will be cool.
December 16th. Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Is this still actually true? Because they just pushed back
Yep,
episode 8.
this is true.
Okay.
Because the original were like, do we really want to have 2 Star Wars movies within 6 months of each other? No. This is still coming out holiday this year. They just pushed 8 from summer to fall of 2017.
Okay.
We're in 2016 now, Adam.
Yeah.
This is a whole, like, almost a full year away, actually. Minus, like, a month. So, 11 months away.
I'm down for this.
Me too. I don't like the title. They really need to just call it Rogue One, because calling it
yeah.
a Rogue One, a Star Wars story is dumb.
Really
Why can't they just call it Star Wars, Rogue One?
Yeah.
Like, what? It's like they need to
yeah.
have the word Star Wars in the movie title. I'm sure some executive was like, I gotta have Star Wars in it, or nobody's gonna see it.
But, like, a Star Wars story sounds so fucking lame.
It does. It really is. It's like, Rogue One, a Star Wars chronicle. Like,
This is... No, that's like what you put, like, after... That's like the second
now pronounce you
to
Chuck
a
and Larry.
Lifetime... To a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
It's like... Drugs are bad. Like, after-school story.
It is literally called Rogue One, a Star Wars story. That is
So
the
terrible.
name of the movie. It is a bad name.
Bad name, probably good movie.
It would probably be a good movie because it's a cool plot. It is being directed by the guy who directed the god-awful Godzilla movie from 2 years ago. But, whatever.
Some good things about that.
No, you haven't. Anyone that said anything good about that is deluding themselves.
You never even saw it.
I have seen enough of it in the trailers.
Okay.
No, but I mean, it's like it didn't need to happen. It's just everyone was like, yeah, it was like by the book action movie. Like, I don't know, like whatever. I think the plot is interesting enough. The idea they're stealing the plans for the Death Star sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last one, which probably won't happen this year as well, the Assassin's Creed movie that they have slated to come out.
I did not even know this was a thing until you wrote this down.
Yes, so they have had this plan for a while. I believe you've heard about this movie, right? This has got what's his name, Michael Fassbender.
I never heard it was actually happening.
Well, it's for sure is happening, and
It is.
okay, I have become infinitely more hyped about this movie after looking at the cast.
Okay.
Michael Fassbender, Academy Award nominee Michael Fassbender, Academy Award winner Marion Cotillard, Jeremy Irons is going to be in this, Brendan Gleeson, Michael K. Williams. You know Michael K. Williams? Omar coming down the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
It's a good cast.
that's a good cast. I like Michael Fassbender.
I wonder what the story is. I wonder if it's like the first one or...
It sounds like it is, because the teaser dialogue says something about wow. And you know who directed this?
Who?
The guy Justin Kurzel, correct? Right? He directed most recently the Michael Fassbender starring Macbeth adaptation, which was very well received. Huh.
Interesting.
I'm like it. They got it's because it's all British. It looks like it's all British actors and cast. So
okay.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm like
that'd be
I
good.
had no expectations. There's no trailer or anything, but the casting and directing looks like it's going in the right direction, and it's a really interesting plot. Idea. Like
Yeah,
a guy
yeah,
who's like the first Assassin's Creed game where you're kind of trapped being held against your will, but they're like going through your memories of back when you were some badass assassin.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I just kind of thought that it would all be like the past. Are they doing like?
I think. Let me look at.
Are they doing like the meta story? Or the framing?
Yeah, I'm just looking up the plot. Film synopsis on Yahoo Films says, Callum Lynch, Michael Fassbender, a descendant of the mysterious secret society of assassins, must use his deadly skills to battle the powerful Templar organization. That is telling me absolutely nothing.
Wait, that makes it sound like it's taking place mostly like now.
Yes. Or in the past?
No. Like maybe they'll have like past segments, but like it sounds like if he's using his talents and he's the descendant, then that's like the Desmond. Is Michael Fassbender Desmond?
I think that's the idea. I honestly don't know. They may be going with, hey, we're going to fool the movie going public by making everyone think this is it just all takes place in the past, and then maybe at the end of the movie having him like wake up and be like, oh shit, and then like some character being like, hey, but like Marion Cotillard seems like a perfect, like I can't remember that character's name, but that lady who is like in the room with him, like having him go through all his memories, like
there's a dude doctor, I think, but
there's a lady too that helps him escape eventually. But it's been so long since I played those games.
That's right. She's
like a nurse
assassin.
or something, and she's a secret assassin. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the guy's a Templar. It's kind of awesome, and I really miss that in the newer games. They've gone away from that.
Yeah,
because that was some of the coolest lore, I guess, in the games.
I think so too.
But I don't know. Anyway, I'm more excited now that I know that Fassbender is the lead.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say I wasn't very hyped for this, but now I'm
medium hyped.
Yeah,
I like to see some images and some trailers. Mm-hmm. I could see this being a good video game movie, which is rare.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of video games, we're tanting that for next week.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about all the video games coming out. Adam, guess what video game is supposed to be coming out this year?
The Last Guardian.
That's right, but there is no release date specified, so we'll see. We'll see, but there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we're talking Mass Effect Andromeda is supposed to come out this year.
Oh, God, really? I hope so.
No date, but it's supposedly 2016 is what they had last said.
That's not true.
I guess. But we got a new Mirror's Edge game, new Uncharted game. We've got The Division coming out real soon. In a couple months. Star Citizen, supposedly. The Legend of Zelda Wii U game. I mean, we're going to talk all about this next week. World of Warcraft expansion, that ReCore game, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
These all look awesome. And Mafia 3. Yeah. I'm looking forward to all this shit. And it's going to be a good year for games. And we can learn all about it next week on this podcast, Born in the 80s.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. This is episode 200. It's all Adam, pat yourself on the back. I'm going to do it right now. I can hear yours. I don't know if you can hear mine, but
yeah.
Back patted. We will be here next week to talk about video games and all sorts of fun stuff. Keep listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Send your friends episodes on USB sticks. Make them listen to it. Email us. Do all the cool stuff and keep us going for another 200.
Yeah.
When Adam and I are both in our mid-30s.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Aw, damn.
Don't think about it that way. But think about it the way of we got lots of cool shit to talk about for the rest of the year with all these movies and games.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Thank you very much for listening, and we will catch you next week. Adam, word of the day.
The word of the day is Swifty.
Okay. Adam, the actual real word of the day.
That's what?
What's the... Okay, you know what, Adam? I'm going to give it to you because it does exist on Urban Dictionary, and we know that Swifty, if it's on Urban Dictionary, and let's see what Swifty's definitions are. Getting crazy horny at parties and or clubs, usually while extremely high. Typically involves taking off your pants and or your panties. Swifty, defecating on the floor. That is also something that he says in that song.
Yeah.
Shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is it. Gotta get Swifty, Adam.
Gotta get Swifty.
That's right. Pocket Morty's. It isn't really Swifty, actually. But
No.
Well, we'll catch you next week. Thanks.
Yep. Bye.
I gotta hit the button.
Bye.
Bane for a second?
Yes.
Yes,
Welcome
you're
back.
welcome for the reminder to start the podcast.
Yes. This is Bane.
I grew up with no podcasts. I was born in it.
I was born in silence.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
okay, you got the notes up?
Yep.
Do you see all the trailers that I linked?
Yeah.
I didn't link any.
Oh.
I never got around to linking the trailers.
I noticed.
I was going to, but then I was busy, so I didn't. But I've seen most of these.
Yes. So did I.
Oh my god. I'm just so gassy. I think we should focus on the movie previews, because I don't know if the game previews are going to have time for.
Okay.
Because I feel like movie previews are going to take a while.
Probably.
Let's do those first.
Okay.
I'm just moving the order, because I do want to talk about other stuff besides that, so...
Yeah.
Just a mo. Let me move them game previews down. Partially because I need more time to look through all of them, because there's a lot of them. Although I know what a lot of them are.
Yeah.
You ready to start?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I have an MS Paint of the last... Oh, not even the last one. Oh my god, that's a really old image of an episode. I just got my desktop, so I got a bunch of stuff open. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let me find the old thing. Okay. Clap. Remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
That end around recording was a real bitch.
Yes, it was.
It was fucking awful. And it never lined up anyway. You never had to edit it, but you line that up perfectly at the start, and then at the end we're just like 1, 2, 3, and you're like 1, 2, 3, like a second later, and you're like, what the fuck happened? Because I guess clock speeds of your CPU can affect the speed at which it records.
Yeah, it's
which is
terrible.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of blows your mind about the way time works. So you're like, I said that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I guess it just compresses it, which changes the amount of time that it takes to play it back, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Computers are weird. It's much easier to record it live and then cut it. It's kind of like a mixer, although I can't adjust the inputs after the fact, but
Yeah.
that's alright. Like, when I did the end around, I could raise your level or lower mine, Mm-hmm. But it's fine. Y'all cuddled in?
Indeed, yeah. I'm snuggled up.
Okay. We're starting so much earlier today. It's crazy.
I know.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.